It's delicious.
Hello fellow Earth dwellers, welcome back to another of my videos from Hypixel, or my first one actually is my Skyblock video. In this video I'll be talking about what I'm doing and the why I'm doing it. So this room, it serves one sole purpose, and it's to house all 22 of my oak minions. And every 12.5 seconds they will either place a tree or destroy a tree, and having 22 up for basically, well, having 22 oak minions up around the clock, I get around 200,000 oak from them per day. And I have this specific setup where they're all like spaced out so they can all place their individual amount of trees. This way is so that that foraging crystal can reach all of them. And then I have this away from keyboard pool where I sit every night and during the day when I'm not online, so that my ocelot pet gives them the boost of 30% faster speed or reduced action time. And I do this every day whenever I get on, usually like 8 or 7. And then what I started doing in June is logging how much oak I have collected at the time, and I started at 6.5 million and 45th in the collection. And it's not like I'm not going up like one place at a time. Most of the time it's usually like a few, and then like there are some stretches like from, where does it start, the 3rd of July up until it was the 13th of July, I was just stuck at rank 22, and I couldn't do anything about it, even though I kept moving up in the millions. And I haven't collected from them yet, but as of yesterday, I was at 14.66 million, and I was 21st in the collection. So I'm gonna collect from all of them real quick. And what I do is I infinite inventory, and I just start on one side so I know where it is. And I can basically gauge how long I've been on my island, and if I have been kicked off, by how many tree saplings or oak saplings there are in each minion, because oak saplings only appear when I'm online. The computer calculation that Hypixel does to figure out how many resources minions collected doesn't account for tree saplings, so if I'm not online at all, I wouldn't get any oak saplings from them. But like on the really good days where I can stay online the whole entire time, I basically have to empty my inventory like 3 or 4 times because the amount of oak saplings is just ridiculous. And the minions all have like 5 slots on them. 2 are for upgrades. 1's for like the hopper, I think, way to sell extra items. They never fill up though because I'm constantly collecting them. This one is for a boost. I have a hamster wheel which gives a 50% boost for 24 hours. And the gingerbread minion skin, this is what I want to get in all of them. But I make like around 1 million to 1.4 or 5 million a day, depending on how much I manually chop down. And with that money, for 7 days, I get 7 million. And then with the boost, it's like up to 10 million I get now every week. And buying the hamster wheels only cost me like 4.2-ish million. So it makes sense for me to buy the hamster wheels so I can get more quicker. And so now I just wait for the collection to update. It takes a bit depending on how long it has been since I collected. And then I just go to the Skyblock hub and go to this thing called the bazaar where you can sell any minion resources that you get basically. And there's 2 different ways to sell it. I can do the sell now, which would give me like 1.07, or I can create a sell offer, and this gives me like 100,000 more for the same amount of oak. And then so I would just sell that and then wait. And if I am okay with how much I've collected from just that session, and it looks like it's a decent amount, then I'll just log it and basically just go play a different game and then worry about doing some manual chopping later. But some days I'll go out and get like 3 stacks, which is basically a full haste potion for me. I use haste potions to gauge it because with the tree capitator that I have, this allows me to instantly chop trees down, which is nice because then I can just get the haste potion out, go to the Skyblock hub. I look for a smaller hub because this way there's a lower chance for other people to be in the oak forest. And then I have young dragon armor because this gives me the best speed out of most armors. It's the best farming armor because of its constant speed. There are other armors that with other item abilities you can get a higher speed, but this for just long-term logging I can get a large amount. Just gonna check to see if it's updated. It did, and I'm now at 14.85. So I'm just gonna get to what is that? 14.9 million. And it's a haste 3 potion because haste 3 combined with the golden axe allows you to instant chop all trees. And this young dragon armor is really nice because then I can just go around pretty quickly and get all the oak that I want to get for the day. Some days like yesterday, it was like, I think it was 22 or 23 stacks of enchanted oak. I just started chopping. It was just like satisfying to see that much oak build up in my inventory and just keep going. So I just like kept at it for like, it was like a 4-hour logging session. I just kept doing this, and I started Hypixel Skyblock like 3 months and 13 or 14 days ago now, and around like a month in or like 2 weeks, I just my goal from like the start was a tree capitator just because it was so satisfying to be able to get this many this much wood from basically one chop of a tree. So once I got it, I just started chopping only oak, and then I just had the idea like, what if I just got first in the collection? And so I looked up, my friend helped me too, we looked up designs for the oak minions that would allow them to all be in the foraging boost item. And once I found it, I built it, and then I started slowly transitioning my minions from clay, which is why I originally had to make money, to oak. And then all the oak that I got for the next like few weeks, instead of selling it, I just put it into upgrading them all to level 11s and buying the super compactors. It's like 22 super compactors, each like 500,000 each. So it's basically 11 million just in super compactors. And I used to have enchanted lava buckets because those were infinite fuel source, so if I wanted to I could remove it. But the best thing is I wouldn't have to replace it. The hamster wheels is just a better fuel source, and economically it makes sense for me to use those because I can afford to do it every week, just get 7 days worth of hamster wheels on them. If I'm going for just a bit, like basically 20,000 oak right now, I need to get to the 14.9 million that I want. It's 2 stacks that I need to reach, and so I'm just gonna go at this until I get there, and I'll be back when I get there. Okay, I'm back with 2 stacks of enchanted oak, and a few other things I want to show you before I leave. This ocelot pet helps with other things too, like its speed allows me to move much faster in the forest, as well as this foraging XP boost. And normally I didn't think it would matter, but foraging leveling for foraging has been super helpful for collecting oak manually, because this it started off with like leveling up the percent chance to get double logs. But once I got to level 25, I got a 100% chance of double logs, and so now I'm at level 39. 50 is 100% chance to get triple logs. So I have 100% chance to get double logs, so anything I get is just doubled. And then over 50% chance to get triple logs. And with the Decapitator, I just get so much with like one chop, it's just ridiculous. And this other two things I have, or a few things I have in my accessory bag that help me is this super compactor, personalized super compactor. It's like the best thing other than the Decapitator for going oak, because what it does is it compacts regular blocks that are able to be put into enchanted oak, and this allows me to continuously chop without having to worry about my inventory filling up. And the way oak is converted is every 160 regular oak, I craft a singular enchanted oak, and as I get there, it just converts into my inventory, and so I don't have to worry about my inventory filling up. And then the other things I have are these Word of Affinity Talisman, which makes me go faster in the forest. The Intimidation Talisman is for when I'm walking by the zombie area, so these guys don't attack me while I'm out logging. I have the Magnetic Talisman just for like if I drop something by accident, but you can't have a chance I'm too far away, I'll pick it up. The Village Affinity Talisman, just for like walking back and forth to go sell stuff. The Potion Affinity Artifact is also really helpful because it makes my potions last longer. Like normally it's a 17-minute haste potion, but with this it's like a 26-minute haste potion, so I can go logging for longer. The Night Vision Charm is amazing because then I don't have to worry about when it turns, when it becomes like the night in Minecraft and it's super dark. It's like no difference for me. I have a Speed Talisman to give me a bit more speed, as well as a Farming Talisman. No real reason, because it doesn't actually boost my speed here, but it's just something that I have. And so I'm just waiting to see if it has ticked over to 4.2.9, and it's not, so we'll just go sell this stuff at the bazaar and head back to my island, see if it has. Another thing is, you may have noticed from my first clip to now, I have more levels, which is the thing above my hotbar, and levels is gotten by XP. And what the other thing this legendary pet allows me to get is 20% chance to 30% chance to get experience from breaking a log. And so I built up experience, and what I used to do is I would get to a level 60, and at my base I have an enchantment set up, which I'll show you in a second, and I would take a book and just go enchant it and sell it. And so I'll do one right now. I was getting levels before because one of my friends needed, or had something that needed a lot of levels to combine, but they already did it. So like the two, I basically look for anything that I know is worth a bit, like Thunderlord, Enderslayer. Enderslayer, nice. There are a few times I've seen Blessing, and Blessing is pretty great because it costs like pufferfish to make, and pufferfish are pretty expensive, and so I can just get it for free and make it. It's a large profit margin. I just need to go pick up a few coins from the banker to be able to put this on the auction house because of the auction house fee, and hopefully this is enough. Let's head over and check. What is Enderslayer's? Oh, actually, no. 444,999. The reason I do that is because the books usually sell for around 45,000, and so this way my book just sells earlier. It's basically undercutting. Every time that I go to like a new lobby that has like been restarted and no one else has gone there yet, happens a lot in the super small lobbies, I get rails and ladders because some of the larger piles of oak have them over it, just as like an aesthetic thing, just to make it seem like they're tied down. And so I've been just like slowly collecting these up, and I've been there. This is the oak saplings chest. I empty this like every few days and I fill it up. Let's see, has this ticked over yet? It has. Okay, so 14.90, and so what I do is I just go over here Oh, you're just gonna fall, aren't you? Thank you. Put this back in here. And I'm still 21st, right? Not anywhere else. Yep, 21st with 14.90. And I need to put the arrow on that one. I have copy and pasting the arrow just into all of these, just to point down how much I have collected. So let me do this real quick. Be back when it's finished. Okay, so I finished. Oh, my cell filled. Nice. I'll go collect that in a bit. I finished making this log, and I had to fix these because the dates were wrong. Sometimes I do it so late at night that it's the next morning, so I put the wrong date in. The reason I have 2 of these minion slots empty is because it takes a certain amount of unique minions, what's called, to unlock your next minion slot. I currently only have 22, so that's why I only have 22 minions up. To get my next minion slot, I need to craft 49 more minions, and the way I do that is upgrading, like, basically say like a lapis minion to the next tier that counts as a unique minion slot, or getting a new minion. The only one I have left is tarantula minion. The reason I don't have that one yet is because it just takes time to get to tarantula slayer 5, and I haven't put that time in yet. I'll do that at some point in the near future, so I can work on that. I don't remember how many specifically, like what the statistics are for which, or how many you need tier 11 or how many you need tier 10 to get your 24th minion slot, but some of them you won't be able, or it won't make sense to get them to tier 10 and 11 because it would just be so freaking expensive. It'd just be better off having a few more as tier 11 and like other ones like lower. For example, like the Slayer or the Revenant Slayer minion, as well as the Tarantula Slayer minion. The reason being is once you get past level 5 for those minions, the upgrade cost just skyrockets, and so it is so expensive to have those be like the higher up minions. So it's easier to just have other minions at that level. And the one way you can check this is I use a minion spreadsheet, as do many other Skyblock players. I'll link it in the description, and what this minion spreadsheet does is it takes your settings, which you can find once you turn on the API settings and you just put in your username into the name field, and it loads all your minions that you have and what level they are. And what you can do with this is, like, one of the tabs, it shows the bazaar and the prices of each minion upgrades, and so you can look to see what's the cheapest and buy the ones for the cheapest, and then go on Skyblock and see how many minion upgrades you need. And then by doing that, you can get your next minion upgrade pretty easily, as long as you have the money to do it. And so that's what I've been doing since, like, I think minion slot 15. I haven't actually gathered the resources with minions. I've just been getting money basically from Oak, and putting that money into the bazaar to get out the materials and upgrading the minions. So that's basically been my Skyblock experience thus far. If or when I get top in Oak, I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but currently this is what I've been doing, and I'm having a great time doing it. I just love going out and chopping the wood. It's just so satisfying to see it fill up my inventory. So that's all I got for now. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.